Good. Okay, welcome. I'd like to welcome y'all to Tuesday, March 14th, Pennsylvania County School Board regular meeting. We've got a lot of students to recognize tonight, but before we get started, if you bear with us just a minute, we've got a couple of closed item things to take care of before we get to that part. So right now, I need a roll call. Ms. Hancock?
Mr. Burton?
Present.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Present.
Mr. Henderson?
Present.
Ms. Merrick? Mr. Mills?
Here.
Mr. Moon? Mr. Dawes?
Present. Have a motion to reconvene from close and related action items, please.
So move.
Second.
Okay, have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. Henderson?
Aye.
Ms. Merrick? Mr. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Moon? Mr. Dawes?
Aye. Motions from close, please, Ms. Hancock.
Case A, motion for expulsion with continuing educational services to be determined by the Individualized Education Program Committee.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. Henderson?
Aye.
Ms. Merrick? Mr. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Moon? Mr. Dawes?
Aye. Next.
Motion to approve the request for release from compulsory attendance based on religious exemption for 2 students.
So move.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. Henderson?
Aye.
Ms. Merrick? Mr. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Moon? Mr. Dawes?
Aye.
Motion to grant a waiver of School Board Policy GCBFB-PC, voluntary donation of sick leave days to remove the maximum number of donated sick leave days that may be used under this policy, and allow Ms. Jennifer Watson to use an additional 20 voluntary donated sick leave days, if received, for the 2022-2023 school year.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Oh, roll call, please.
Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. Henderson?
Aye.
Ms. Merrick? Mr. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Moon? Mr. Dawes?
Aye.
Motion to approve personnel changes for March 14, 2023 as presented.
So move.
Motion and a second. Any discussion on personnel changes? Roll call.
Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. Henderson?
Aye.
Ms. Merrick? Mr. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Moon? Mr. Dawes?
Aye. Dr. Jones, you got a recommendation for us tonight?
Yes, sir, I do. Mr. Dawson, school board members, I would like to recommend that Mr. Jordan Parker be appointed as the new principal of Hurt Elementary School. Mr. Parker currently serves as the principal of Twin Springs Elementary School. Prior to that, he served as a PE teacher, a FACS teacher, and then assistant principal at Southside Elementary School. He has 6 years of experience as an administrator, 12 total years of experience as an educator in Pennsylvania County. So we'd like to make that recommendation this evening.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. Henderson?
Aye.
Ms. Merrick? Mr. Moon? Mr. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Dawes?
Aye. All right, next we have additions to the agenda. Mr. Burton?
Add use of ECC building.
That will be 10-6. Have a motion to approve the agenda with the one change.
Second.
Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I didn't hear what his change was. I can't hear from over there.
Okay, we added item 10-6, use of the ECC building.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
I
you.
have a motion and a second, so roll call.
Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. Henderson?
Aye.
Ms. Merrick? Mr. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Moon? Mr. Dawes?
Aye. Consent agenda?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. Henderson?
Aye.
Ms. Merrick? Mr. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Moon? Mr. Dawes?
Now we're going to get to the public presentations. Up first is the Character Word of the Month, Fairness. Mr. Hearn from Gretna High School.
Good evening, school board members, members of the audience, and to our listeners at home. Fairness is not an attitude, but is a skill that must be developed and exercised. As many of our audience and staff know, our school year is leaving just as quickly as it rang in, and with this comes the busiest time of the year. As the school year closes out, it is important to take a second from the madness to appreciate the work that others put in for us and for themselves. Part of fairness is understanding that everyone has their own set of trials and tribulations that they must be facing at that moment. Being fair is treating the custodian the same way as you would treat the president. Respect and fairness go hand in hand. Fairness lies in the principle that although people choose different paths in life and everyone's outcome is different, we as a community must make sure that every person has the equal opportunity to succeed. It is up to the individual what they do with this opportunity, but fairness is guaranteeing that they have it. So as we all rush towards the end of the school year, stop and reflect if you have treated the ones around you with fairness. And if not, think about how you can readjust your mindset to do so. Thank you, and may you all have a blessed night.
Thank you, Mr. Hearn. Is Mr. Lewis here? Mr. Lewis is from the Church-Based Tutorial Program. How are you this evening, Mr. Lewis?
Hey, I'm doing well. Good evening to all the school board members. Certainly my pleasure to be here to share a program with you all that has been part of our community, our region for many years. And I certainly do appreciate working with Dr. Jones for so many years. I certainly do appreciate him cooperating with us to share this program that's been a part of this region. I was on a Zoom meeting with Cedric Harrison, and he asked me to share our program with his Title I parents. And so one of the teachers said, man, we really need to hear this from the school board point of view. So I said, I'll be glad to do it. Sometimes people ask me that this is a best kept secret in our region. So I said, I hope it's not a secret to you all, but I hope you all have heard of this program before, and maybe I can kind of enlighten you on some of what we're doing. Again, my name is Kenny Lewis. I'm the Executive Director of the Danville Church and Community Tutorial Program. And our program has been in existence now for over 20 years in our region. We cover Danville, Pennsylvania County, and Caswell. And what we do is partner with the school systems to help develop these homework centers in our region to help kids in our home. We currently have 35 sites throughout our region where we're helping kids out with homework, free activities. And so it's my delight to come and share this with you all, because I guess my message is that the faith community is really stepping up to want to help with our youth, and our youth really need that mentoring. They need that support with homework. They need that exposure to the different activities that we do have. And so what I'm going to do is just share a PowerPoint with you. It won't take long. I don't have about 10 minutes, but I'll get through it very quick. And our next slide is right here. This is a program that we have implemented in all of our tutorial sites. Is a STEM program where we are growing aeroponic gardens within these sites, and showing students how to grow vegetables and how to eat healthy. And they're learning how to grow and use the pH level and those ratios to try to grow their gardens correctly. We usually have a video with that, but we won't do it tonight, but we'll go to the next one. So what is the Danville Church and Community Tutorial Program? We just changed our name to the Danville Church and Community Tutorial Program. We used to be the church-based, but I'll still always use church-based myself. But we did a feasibility study, and the reason why we changed it was because people thought it was just only in churches, but we're in community centers also. So what we do is we collaborate with all the school systems. We sign MOUs with the school. We partner with businesses and our parents. And our mission is to provide quality educational services to our students to expand their knowledge so that they can live go into college and career as they move forward in life, and to help to raise their standard of living. So our mission is to inspire the youth in our region. Again, our region is Danville, Pittsylvania County, and Caswell. And as you'll see, we've got about 11 sites in Pittsylvania County. And we want to definitely get those kids academically up to par and help their personal excellence in regard to their social ability and developing their character traits. Love to see those character words, which we teach on a daily basis, and to enrich these kids in their activities and STEM activities when it comes to exposing them to this. Our vision, our goal for our tutorial program is to be a model program that can have quality centers throughout our region where kids can kind of come in innovatively to get the support that they need academically and to make sure they're ready for any kind of career or go on to college as they go on learning in their life. So this is something we do every year. We do a scorecard, and we've been, especially it helps out with grants writing to try to show our impact. And this scorecard right here shows that we serviced, right that year, right after COVID, we served over 300 children. And if you'll notice that the two things that are really important to us, our third graders in their reading, 92% of those kids passed their SOL test. Sixth grade, we had 86% of those kids pass their SOL test in math. So you know those benchmarks right there in sixth grade and third grade is so vital. We know that the kids who attend our program, there's no question we're going to help them be successful in school. Next. What we provide. So what we try to do is partner with churches and community centers and develop these homework sites, because in our region, man, we have so many churches, we've got community centers, and man, what a wonderful opportunity we have to put in to come together as partners and develop these centers, because this is what we do. We provide the training for all the tutors. We give them a free computer lab with laptops. We provide all the snacks. We'll give them an educational budget. We provide any enrichment activities that they have, field trips, any STEM programs. When they go to the science center or the institute or any kind of field trips or the cheerleading camps, sports camps, all the kids who are in our program, we provide it free of charge. These are the 11 sites that we do tutor the kids in the county. Some of these sites have city and county kids, but most of them, all these are city kids, county kids here at Abundant Life. These are different organizations that we have in the county. I think, as a matter of fact, I got Mount Nebo is here tonight. I think we have Charcoal Baptist coordinators here tonight also. So we got some representatives. First Baptist in Gretna just came on board, and they did a wonderful partnership with Gretna Elementary School, so they're doing a really good job. So it's really a match made in heaven when we partner with those schools to help them out. This is our structure of our program, right quick. We do a devotion with the kids, a little character lesson similar to what was done tonight. We always talk about making sure they got good godly character, make sure they got good morals and making those right decisions. Then as we do that, we give them a snack, and we go into a homework session, and then we break into small groups, and our focus is math and reading. These are partners that we have developed with all 3 school districts, and I certainly have had a wonderful opportunity of working with Dr. Jones. I never forget, one of the sites came to me, and they said, "Man, don't you know the superintendent came to visit our site?" So they were so excited about that, and that Dr. Jones came and visited. And so we certainly have developed a wonderful relationship with the school system in partnering with us to help develop these sites. And Danville Community College is another partner, Avery University, the Danville River Nonprofit Network, which is a program that helps strengthen nonprofits. Also, we partner with local businesses, been part of United Way since 2002, and God's Pick Crew provide all of our snacks for all the sites. Danville Regional Foundation has given us so many grants to help us to fund our program. The Danville Science Center, the Institute, Public Library. We expose these kids to all these activities so that they can broaden their horizon. These are the grants that we've really been blessed with so many grants along the way. So I'm sure you all recognize a lot of these grants that we have really been fortunate with to bless with computers, educational budget, helps these kids on field trips. helping them go to college. We give them a little stipend as kids, the high school kids go on to college. We give them a little education stipend to go on to college. We give them a laptop to go on to school. So it's really been a wonderful program to help our kids out. These are some of the resources that we use. Read Theory is a reading program that's really impacted their reading. iExcel, which is a wonderful program, a national known program that's really helped the school system uses these, and it really assesses these kids and help them in their math. And Khan Academy is another well-known program that we use. And these pacing guides, we work with the school system to try to stay on pace with the schools. And tutorial website got so many resources. And that just-in-time math program is another math program that we use to kind of help kids in math. So that's our program in a nutshell. I know I went through that really, really quick, but we usually take a while to do that. But I just wanted to share that with you all, that what we're doing in our community, and what a great opportunity we have to help our kids out. I make sure that everyone got a flyer and a brochure, a list of all of our sites. And that brochure that you have is we're doing a pastoral / leader, community leaders luncheon on March the 30th. So we're trying to, again, energize and recruit more sites to come on board, because our goal is to have at least 75 sites in the next 3 years, which I think we really can do that to help our kids out. We've been very successful, and again, I certainly do look forward to working with Pennsylvania County for years to come. I certainly can answer any questions. If y'all have any questions for me, I'll be glad to. My information is on that brochure, so please feel free to reach out to me. Ms. Petty has my information. She worked closely with us, because one thing that I really love the partnership is that we are, with the school system, where we're paying teachers and those who are 4-year degree $30 an hour to go in to help tutor our kids, which has really raised the level of our tutorial sites and our program, and our outcomes is really making a difference. So if anyone ever have any questions, please contact me, or I can answer any questions right now if you have any.
Anyone have any questions for Mr. Lewis? Mr. Lewis, I want to thank you and all of your volunteers. It's truly a blessing that we can have y'all do this. It really does help our students.
Yes.
And it's more important today than ever, because the students really missed a lot of instruction because of the COVID pandemic. And it's really been a struggle to catch that up. And this is so important for our students to be able to do this. And I think if you look at our pass rates and where we are today versus where a lot of our other school divisions are, we're much better off. And it's because of these type programs and the extra work that people have put in. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. I certainly do appreciate it. I'd just like to add this right here, this happened so, it was a coincidence happening today. So one of the students that's being recognized tonight is my grandson. So I had to mention that. His name is Jameson Lewis. So I'm so proud of him, and he's going to be good. And also one of our tutorial students are going to be recognized tonight too. So they're doing well in our program. So certainly thankful for it. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis. I appreciate it. We're gonna start recognizing some students, but before we do, I want to recognize, I do see one of our Board of Supervisor members there, Mr. Tucker. It's good to have you with us tonight. Is anybody with you? You by yourself? Good to see you. Thank you. Appreciate your time. At this time now, we're going to recognize the students, and I know that's what all y'all came for. So, Ms. Petty, and who all's helping you? Yeah, why don't all of us just kind of move down, because I think all of us will be involved in this at some point. So let's just all kind of move down.
Chairman Doss, School board members, Dr. Jones, good evening. It is my pleasure to recognize students in the following categories: athletics, junior beta, and beta. We will begin this evening with athletics, Chatham High School. And as I call the school, with the level director, please come forward for the level along with the administrators and sponsors. Chatham High School. The first certificate of excellence is presented to Matthew Marlowe in recognition and appreciation for outstanding achievement for being the Virginia State runner-up in the 165-pound division of the Virginia High School League State Championship, granted this 14th day of March 2023 by the Pittsylvania County School Board. Calvin Doss, Chairman, Kelly Merricks, Vice Chairman. Thank you, Matthew, and thank you, Mr. Reese. Our next recognitions are Brosville Elementary School Administrator Felita Atkins, This first certificate of excellence is presented to Ashlyn Grace Bryan, placing first in poetry at the Virginia State Junior Beta Convention. Richard John Anderson, first in fourth grade science. Carson Eccles, third in three-dimensional design. Trinity Flores, second in two-dimensional banner design team. Autumn Salicki, second in two-dimensional banner design team. And Carson Eccles, second in two-dimensional banner design team. Harper Clark, third in creative writing. Harper Clark, second in fifth grade history. Kenneth Jamison Lewis, second in fourth grade history. Raisha Terry, second in speech. Autumn Salicki, first in trading pen design. Thank you to all of our students from Brosville Elementary School. Next, we will recognize students from Chatham Elementary School. Dr. Wanda Carter, principal. Charlotte Oaks, 3rd and 4th grade language arts. Marissa Motley, 2nd and 4th grade math. Holly Stryker, 3rd and 5th grade math. Ashton Blair, 1st and musicology team. Holly Stryker, 1st and musicology team. Jordan Hyatt, 1st and musicology team. Danielle Gray, 1st and musicology team. Holly Stryker, 1st in portfolio. Danielle Gray, 1st in service learning team. Megan Carter, 1st in service learning team. Charlotte Oaks, 1st in service learning team. Danielle Gray, 3rd in digital art. Jordan Hyatt, 2nd in recyclable art. Marissa Motley, 3rd in jewelry. Safine Shiroli, 1st in pottery. Charlotte Oaks, 2nd in drawing. Lucille Roach, 3rd in engineering team. Marissa Motley, 3rd in engineering team. Jeremy Evan Wyatt, 3rd in engineering team. Megan Carter, 3rd in engineering team. Benton Murphy, 3rd in engineering team. And Benton Murphy, 1st in robotics team. Holly Stryker, 1st in robotics team. Ashton Blair, 1st in robotics team. Jeremy Evan Wyatt, 1st in robotics team. Safine Shiroli, 1st in robotics team. Jordan Hyatt, 1st in robotics team. Lucille Roach, 1st in robotics team. Danielle Gray, 1st in robotics team. And Danielle Gray, 2nd in quiz bowl team. Ashton Blair, 2nd in quiz bowl team. Holly Stryker, 2nd in quiz bowl team. Safine Shiroli, 2nd in quiz bowl team. Safine Shiroli, 3rd in apparel. Charlotte Oaks, 3rd in on-site art. Jordan Hyatt, 2nd in spelling. Alexander Rodriguez, 4th grade Spanish, placing 1st. And Charlotte Oaks, 3rd and 4th grade language arts. Thank you, Chatham Elementary School. Next is Gretna Elementary School. Paula Cox, principal. And also Jennifer Andrews, assistant principal. Adam Rowland, third, fourth grade mathematics. Briella Bennett, second, fifth grade science. Colton Haskins, second, apparel design team. Mackenzie Jones, second, apparel design team. Chloe Walker, second, engineering team. Parker Tyree, second, engineering team. Levi Robinson, second, engineering team. Mackenzie Jones, second, engineering team. Colton Haskins, second, engineering team. Briella Bennett, second, jewelry. Aliana Bennett, second, apparel design. Briella Bennett, first in painting. Chloe Walker, first, recyclable art. And Chloe Walker, first, best in show and visual arts. Kaylee Jack, fifth grade Virginia State president. Congratulations on your election. Chloe Walker, first in campaign skit team. Briella Bennett, first in campaign skit team. Aliana Bennett, first in campaign skit team. Melissa Sparks, first in campaign skit team. Ebony Hoffman, first in campaign skit team. Anna Dowdy, first in campaign skit team. Colton Haskins, first in campaign skit team. Congratulations, Gretna Elementary School. Again, congratulations, Gretna Elementary School. Hurt Elementary, Kathy Lowry, principal. Connor Butters, second in musicology team. Tydarius Hunt, second in musicology team. Georgia Wyatt, second musicology team. Alexis Haskins, second musicology team. Charlotte Ward, third, hand-drawn anime. Haley Yowell, first, two-dimensional design team. Cameron Shelton, first, two-dimensional design team. Hayden Thompson, first, two-dimensional design team. Evan Emerson, first, two-dimensional design team. Tavion Taylor, first, two-dimensional design team. Connor Butters, first, two-dimensional design team. Tavion Taylor, first, Quiz Bowl team. Alexis Haskins, first, Quiz Bowl team. Elena Collins, first, Quiz Bowl team. Connor Butters, first, Quiz Bowl team. Georgia Wyatt, first, solo vocalist. Charlotte Ward, first, small group performance, flagline. Madison Davison, first, small group performance, flagline. Aubrey Krantz, first, small group performance, flagline. Rory Shelton, first, small group performance, flagline. And Rory Shelton, first in color photography. Aubrey Krantz, third, black and white photography. Haley Yowell, first in fifth grade language arts. Connor Butters, third in fifth grade science. Wyatt Atkins, third, fourth grade social studies. And Tydarius Hunt, first in spelling bee. Congratulations, Hurt Elementary School. Thank you, Hurt Elementary. Next is Mount Airy Elementary School, Pam Fields, principal. Wesley Bell, first and fifth grade science. Blair Saunders, First Engineering Team. Friedrich Jurgovan, First Engineering Team. Hunter Pittman, First Engineering Team. Cheyenne Mercer, First Engineering Team. And Cheyenne Mercer, First and Performance Arts Team. Blair Saunders, First and Performance Arts Team. Hunter Pittman, First and Performance Arts Team. Raiden Smith, First and Performance Arts Team. Aaliyah Lee, First and Performance Arts Team. Lexi Waller, Second and Fifth Grade Language Arts. Blair Saunders, Second in Color Photography. Congratulations, Mount Airy Elementary. Thank you, Mount Airy Elementary. We will now begin middle school presentations. Chatham Middle School, Julia Bowles, Principal. And thank you, Mr. Cease, for joining us for elementary, and Ms. Craig helped us out with high school. So thank you to both of them. We now have Ms. Eaton helping with the middle school presentations. Hannah Johnson, First, Sixth Grade Language Arts. Sanaa Badgett, Third, Seventh Grade Language Arts. Susanna Paris, Third, Sixth Grade Mathematics. Thank you, Chatham Middle School. Thank you, Chatham Middle School. Dan River Middle School, Chris Nick, Principal. Lacey Woods, congratulations on being elected the Virginia State Beta Secretary. Samaria Nick, First in Apparel Design T-shirt Team. Miracle Anderson, first in apparel design. T-shirt team. Caroline Thompson, second, on-site drawing. Hannah Mayhew, third, mixed media. Lucy Isom, third, creative writing. Cassidy Jones Johnson, second, 8th grade mathematics. Bailey Merricks, third, 8th grade language arts. Genesis Bernard, second, Songfest team. Ralia Garnes, second, Songfest team. Melody Glassburn, second, Songfest team. Olivia Owens, second, Songfest team. Lauren Robertson, second, Songfest team. Chloe Sample, second, Songfest team. Catherine Terry, second, Songfest team. Caroline Thompson, second, Songfest team. Miracle Anderson, second, Songfest team. Lucy Isom, second, Songfest team. Samaria Nick, second, Songfest team. Lena Kong, second, Songfest team. Lacey Woods, second, Songfest team. Danya Hairston, second, Songfest team. Cassidy Jones Johnson, second, Songfest team. Hannah Mayhew, second, Songfest team. Bailey Merricks, second, Songfest team. Annabella Tuck, second, Songfest team. Congratulations, Dan River Middle School. Congratulations, Dan River Middle School. Next, we have Gretna Middle School. Dr. Thomas Tackus, Principal. Cassandra Pittman, Assistant Principal. Kinsley Wirtz, first, black and white photography. Keely Smith, second, fiber art. Bella Clark Reynolds, second, in apparel design t-shirt. Chloe Cruz, third, performance dance. Chloe Cruz, congratulations on being named the National Premier Performer in Junior Dance. Keely Smith, second in sculpture. Congratulations, Gretna Middle School. Congratulations, Gretna Middle School. Dan River High School, Anastasia Brumel, principal. Hallie Vaden, third, apparel design. Olivia Cook, second, black and white drawing. And Olivia Cook, second, solo performing arts. Congratulations, Dan River High School. Thank you, Dan River High School students and sponsors. Gretna High School, Eric Moon, principal. Skylar Kraft, third, biomedical health science. Charlize Coles, third, 11th grade French. Skylar Kraft, third, fiber arts division 2. Jaden Patrick, third, drawing division 1. Matthew Hearn, third, quiz bowl team. James Hall, third, quiz bowl team. Jaden Ratliff, third, quiz bowl team. Skylar Kraft, third, quiz bowl team. Olivia Franklin, second, 9th grade French. Hannah Simpson, second, on-site painting. Ryder Brooks, second, sculpture, division 2. Angel Tuck, second, two-dimensional design. Austin Bell, First Woodworking Division 1. And congratulations to Kenley Saunders for receiving a $500 scholarship at the Virginia State Beta Convention. Congratulations, Gretna High School. Congratulations. Tunstall High School, Brian Bowles, Principal. Hunter Mills, First Three-Dimensional Design. Matthew Harris, First On-Site Drawing, Division 1. Sydney Pritchett, Second Portfolio. Addison Hunsicker, Second Service Learning Showcase. Denver Dalton, First On-Site Painting, Division 1. And Denver Dalton, First Performing Arts Solo. Matthew Harris, Second, 10th Grade French. Hunter Mills, First, 10th Grade Agri-Science. Mackenzie Harris, First, 12th Grade Agri-Science. Berlitz Dung, 3rd, 11th grade mathematics. Mary Gammon, 2nd, 11th grade biomedical. Luke Mills, 1st, woodworking, Division 2. And Luke Mills, 1st in digital art, Division 2. Hallie Cassida, 3rd, painting, Division 1. Sydney Pritchett, 1st, quilling, Division 1. Parker Sinclair, 3rd, Fiber Arts, Division 1. And Parker Sinclair, 1st in Recycled Art, Division 1. Schaefer Bowles, 3rd, Engineering Team. Luke Mills, 3rd, Engineering Team. Hallie Cassida, 3rd, Engineering Team. Matthew Harris, 3rd, Engineering Team. Chandler Snow, 3rd, Engineering Team. Mackenzie Harris, 1st in Marketing and Communication Team. Parker Sinclair, 1st in Marketing and Communication Team. Shelton McKinney, 1st in Marketing and Communication Team. Sydney Pritchett, 2nd, Sculpture, Division 1. Denver Dalton, congratulations on being named as the National Premier Performer. Congratulations, Tunstall High School. Congratulations, Tunstall High School. And thank you, Ms. Elizabeth Craig, Ms. Brenda Dawson, Ms. Stacy Oaks for also assisting. And again, congratulations to all of our students who were recognized this evening.
I know most everybody's gone now, but I do want to take a second for those that hadn't left yet to recognize those beta sponsors. They do not get paid anything to be a beta sponsor. They do it because they love the kids and they believe in the program. So I really want to thank all the beta sponsors for their hard work. Obviously, when you see how many students we recognize tonight, somebody put a lot of work out. So I really appreciate all those beta sponsors that do that on their own time. Thank y'all. All right, up next is the other Dr. Jones, PEA. I see you hiding in the corner. I'm doing great, yourself. You almost got a snow day.
Almost.
Almost, not quite, but almost.
We was working on it, but it just didn't quite stick. Right.
Just didn't quite shift enough.
Hopefully, we might see snow that sticks. And I just want to make a little tiny snowman to say winter was here.
Been an unusual winter, though. It really has.
It has been, and unfortunately, it looks like for those that are, farmers' almanac type people, it looks like this shift is a thing that might continue on in the future, and that's not something that we really want to be having.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, good evening, Superintendent Jones, school board members. Hey, guys. Central office staff. It's truly a blessing. I will tell you, thank you for the 2-hour delay. We greatly appreciate that. It was almost like it was a full snow day. And we're also appreciative of Friday, so it balances out, like we actually had a little bit of time. But I will tell you, as far as where I'm going with this, how many of y'all have ever heard of Itis martius? Sure you haven't heard of it? Itis martius? It's better known as the Ides of March, which is scheduled for tomorrow, March the 15th. Interesting, right? So you probably heard about it, the soothsayer, right, and Julius Caesar and William Shakespeare, right? And it was all about beware of the Ides of March, okay? And if we look at the weather in places like California and maybe even parts of New York, yes. In Virginia, not so much. But it actually, it was all about dark and gloomy connotation, but it actually has a non-threatening perspective. Most people don't realize that. So the Kalends, the Nones, and the Ides were ancient markers used to reference all of something known as a lunar phase. Okay, and if you've been watching the moon, the phase of the moon is going from full to empty, right? It's waning. So simply it was to talk about the first new moon that was given typically between the 13th and the 15th, right? And in fact, the Ides of March once signified the new year, a way of joy and celebration. So we were joyous and celebrating on Monday, and we will be joyous and celebrating on Friday. Amen. Yes, yes, yes. But ultimately, hopefully, we'll be joyous and celebrating other things, right? Like maybe a budget that will come from our state before July 1st. We're hoping and praying for that. Okay?
Good luck.
So we want to focus on the latter part of that saying versus the former part of it, and understanding that we do want to see good things happen for all school divisions, just like what we saw. And Chairman Doss, I do want to say thank you for recognizing our beta sponsors and the teachers and educators as a whole, right? Like those are good things we want to celebrate because we see good things coming out of y'all, which is the future of our community, local and abroad, and anything we can do to support that is worth celebrating. Some other things to celebrate, we want to say thank you for the comprehensive planning survey and reaching out to the community as a whole and getting that input for the 2024 to 2030, looking at that long-range plan. There are parents and staff that are just like, okay, when do we get to see the results? So people are looking forward to hearing what that feedback is and how we can make those visions come together through fruition collectively. One of the other things, on a continued brighter note, and I was talking to Dr. Jones about this out in the parking lot, we actually had our Pennsylvania Federation FFA public speaking events held at Dan River High School. Shout out to Dan River. And winning their actual divisions and advancing are a chapter member from Chatham Middle School in Creed speaking, a chapter member from Chatham High School in junior prepared. Cody, go get some love when you get to school tomorrow. And two of my own chapter members from Tunstall High School, Avanya Rivera Rodas in senior prepared public speaking, and Caitlin Knight in extemporaneous prepared public speaking. And I see them, oh, yes, yes. All of these events prepare students to be able to speak on topics that are related to the agricultural industry, but mainly the community, and how those pieces connect and what we can do as leaders, as students, now to impact the future. With that being said, all of those students will be representing you all at the Southridge area CDE LDE rally next Wednesday, the Old Dominion Ag Complex on March the 22nd. So if you have an opportunity to join us, we will start registration at 8 a.m. Contest morning events will start at 9 a.m. There will be lunch. I will make sure you are fed. And then afternoon events will start at 1 and awards presentation at 4:30. And the Southridge area actually comprises all the different counties in our area, which include, but are not limited to, Pittsylvania, Campbell, Bedford, Roanoke, Allegheny, Craig, Montgomery, Roanoke. Like, we're huge. So we're going to have all those individuals coming out down the street, and those students that I just named will be representing our county in those public speaking events. Matter of fact, some of those individuals from Chatham High School as well as Tunstall High School are currently at the Virginia Farm Bureau District 10 Policy Development Meeting. So some of them ran out of Dan River across the county to meet with producers and community leaders to discuss how do you develop policy that impacts positive change in your community and how that has an economic impact. So they're currently finishing up, or should be finishing up, at the Home Place Vineyard at this time. One of the other things to bring to your attention, Ms. Dawn Kreider, she is a Gretna Middle School science teacher, is doing a March Mammal Madness. If you're into basketball, you understand where this is going, right? It's bracketology. And it's an invitation for you to fill out the bracket. She's doing this really big thing in the school, in the cafeteria, where the students can actually figure out which one of these mammals is going to win. So it's actually a connection with the University of Arizona. It's a program they've been doing for literally the past 10 plus years. So again, if you haven't been able to participate, please reach out to her. She does have a bracket available for you. And I think it's a really cool way of putting together like the happiness of March Madness with the science education of what goes on, you know, zoology, biology, and the list goes on with that. And then to wrap up, hundreds of educators from around Virginia will gather in Roanoke for VEA's annual delegate assembly. And that's going to kick off this year on Thursday, March 16th at the Hotel Roanoke. And we will, as delegate, chart VEA's course for 2023-2024, debate on numerous new business items, which there are close to 110 right now, and approve a budget and policy resolutions for the association. Why do we do that? Because we're looking forward to continuing to engage in the good, important work of bettering education as a whole, but also looking forward to the 2024 General Assembly, where we want to continue to make policy that makes a difference, that has a good impact on what we do and what you do and decisions that you make. So at this time, I want to say, yay for March Madness. I hope you enjoy the rest of your winter. Come on, spring, I need some warm weather.
I'll second that.
Amen. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, Dr. Jones.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Anybody have any questions for Dr. Jones? Thank you again. Next up is the staff committee reports, a 23-24 budget update. Ms. Burton, you over that? Ms. Worley's coming up. Do you have you gonna give us a brief update, Ms. Worley?
Now, you had me in panic because I didn't see you back there.
She's hiding. I saw her.
I knew you could handle everything.
Yeah, I'd call the superintendent.
Oh, okay. Well, good evening, everyone. Just want to give you a quick update. You have in your packet tonight a proposed budget that was presented on Thursday, March the 9th, to the Budget Committee. They approved this information and wanted to pass it along to you tonight, and I think you'll be voting on it under new business. The budget that we have put together right now is based on the House version. If you remember, we had the governor, the House, and the Senate. The House version probably wasn't the best revenue version for us, but between that and the Senate, that was the better choice for putting a package together. So we do have a 7% raise in this proposed budget for all contracted staff. That is in the House and Senate version. So we think maybe that will be the General Assembly budget that is passed. But right now, I have no news from them. I don't know if they're still talking, not talking, will be talking, going to get back together in the veto session. I'm not sure what's happening there. But what we want to do is go ahead and present this budget to the Board of Supervisors. You know, we have to have something to them, an estimate to them by April the 1st for them to be able to move forward in their budget process. In your packet, you will also see the list of initiatives that were approved.
I'm not sure they have this at their desk.
They don't. It was in the, it's in board docs. It's attached under new business when you will vote. It's this very packet, okay? But all the priorities that were voted on by your budget committee and yourselves, they are all in the budget as well. And there's a note at the bottom, just to give the 7% salary increase, we would need an additional almost $760,000 from the Board of Supervisors. And in order to do that, along with the other initiatives that we have proposed, we would need in total a little over $2 million. So that is the ask that we will be sending to the Board of Supervisors. And also you have in that packet the cafeteria budget, and that's almost $6 million for next year. And that budget also includes the 7% raise if that's, you know, what is approved by the General Assembly. And I do want to give a shout out. When you look at your packet, it has this beautiful cover. So I want to give a shout out to our Information Technology Department for putting that together for us. Tomorrow I do have, the General Assembly did pass a skinny budget. And basically that was to make the correction in 2023. The calc tool correction that was between $500,000 and $600,000 error for us. That was done in the General Assembly skinny version budget. As far as what they did for 2024, really nothing at this point. They took no action on anything that was in the House budget, the Senate budget, or the governor's budget. But we do have a Zoom meet tomorrow with Virginia Department of Education, so we may learn a little bit more from that information and maybe hear what they are looking at or what they know as far as what the General Assembly is doing right now or the budget committees. So any questions on budget? So basically we're still waiting.
Hurry up and wait, right?
Hurry up and wait.
Let's hope we don't have to wait as long as we have sometimes.
We hope so.
Anybody have any questions for Ms. Worley? Mr. Burton, you got any comments?
No, it's frustrating for these folks to do this work knowing that the information they have is not good. But you have to meet these deadlines and turn around and have to do it again later. So we all of us appreciate the work you folks do. Normally, don't complain about it. I think maybe you've gotten used to it.
That's the sad part. Y'all do all that work and it's for nothing basically, because when you get the actual budget, which is whenever, it's never early, right?
Never early enough.
It's never before the deadlines we have to have it to the Board of Supervisors.
Right.
We always have to go back to the drawing board. But welcome to government. Anybody else? Thank you, Ms. Worley. I appreciate your hard work. I really do. Now we have to set a public hearing.
We'll do that. The public hearing's already been set
been
for the
set.
4th. It's on the list of budget
Committee
committee.
meeting, okay.
We'll do all that.
Just a reminder, it's April the 4th, here in this room.
Yes.
What time?
No, I'm sorry, we're in the boardroom because there's already a meeting.
Okay, April the 4th in the boardroom, just for everybody's information,
It'll be part of our regular school board meeting.
okay? Up next, we have the update on STEM programs, middle and high schools. I see Ms. Reedy coming. You gonna take care of all of it? Okay, wonderful. I thought you might have a tag team partner, but I see you by yourself.
I think I'm about all that's left. Good evening, Chairman Doss, Superintendent Jones, and school board members and assistant superintendents. I'm going to give you updates this evening on STEM Academy and also CTE. I'm going to start with STEM Academy. I want to give you a few updates regarding the program we ran this first semester, our pilot program this year. We ran both 9th graders and 10th graders. We ran our Advanced Manufacturing Academy, in which we ran manufacturing systems. Our focus in this program was welding, automation and robotics, precision machining, with also a focus on engineering and IT. We also had our Introduction to Health and Medical Sciences, which focused on EMT and our nursing, which gives students an overall introduction to health and medical sciences. Both of these programs gave students environmental science in the 9th grade and biology in the 10th grade. All students had manufacturing systems if they were in the Advanced Manufacturing Academy, and Intro to Health and Medical Sciences if they were in the Health and Medical Sciences Academy, certainly because that was the first level of the program. As we transition into our second year of the program next year, we do have returning students who are coming back to us who will transition into our Advanced Manufacturing Systems 2. Our 10th graders will go into that, who will also be in biology. And our Health and Medical Sciences Academy students will take medical terminology and biology. Our new 9th grade students will take Intro to Health and Medical Sciences in the Health and Medical Sciences Academy, partnered with Environmental Sciences, and if they're in the Manufacturing Systems Academy, they'll take Manufacturing Systems 1. Just to give you some stats on our pilot program this year, in our Advanced Manufacturing Academy, we had 21 students in our 9th grade academy, 13 in our 10th grade. In our Health and Medical Sciences Academy, we had 26 students in the 9th grade and 17 students in the 10th grade. To give you a little bit of data on biology SOL pass rates, our Advanced Manufacturing Academy, we had a 100% pass rate. In our Health and Medical Sciences Academy, we had an 82.40% pass rate. Some of the experiences and opportunity that these students got to see during this time, this semester, were collaboration, community connections, critical thinking, hands-on learning, work-based readiness, project-based learning, and exploration. Those were some of the key areas that we focused on during this program. We've done a lot of partnerships with our programs at the Career and Technical Center. Students at our STEM Academy went over and partnered with programs at PCTC and precision machining, welding, HVAC, industrial maintenance, automation and robotics, computer systems technology, electricity, nursing assistant, EMT, and also got to experience Career and Technical Student Organization of HOSA. These students got to experience and work hands-on with students and teachers in these programs. This was not only a benefit for the students in the programs to work collaboratively with the students at PCTC, but also for the STEM Academy teachers to work firsthand with teachers at PCTC. So it was a learning experience for both teachers at the STEM Academy and teachers at PCTC to learn a lot. And they're also currently working on a lot of collaboration partnerships and opportunities as we expand this program for next year. A lot of the community connections that we made and field experiences, we attended the Danville Water Treatment Plant, Biomass Plant, Population Studies, Coal Power Plant, Wayside Park, White Oak Mountain Wildlife Management, local wildlife surveying, and done a lot of experiments in these field studies, a lot of data. We've got a lot of opportunities planned for the future as we go out and do this, as we expand this program. A lot of intentional preparation is going into this curriculum and content as we plan for this next year. We're very proud of the progress that we're making, very intentional, especially with our environmental science piece. I think, and Dr. Jones, I think will echo this as we continue to build this out. You're not going to see anything like this in the state or anywhere else for that matter. So we're very proud of that and very proud of the progress that we've made along the way. We've done a lot of promotion in the program, a lot of marketing around what the students did this year. We've took a lot of feedback from the students. The students really enjoyed these experiences and these shared opportunities. The students' excitement when you saw, and it was a lot of personal stories when we met with these students, whether they were in the Advanced Manufacturing Academy or whether they were in the Health and Medical Sciences Academy. And some of them were very heartwarming stories to hear from health sciences academies, from it being a parent being diagnosed with cancer to them wanting to be able to go into a health and medical sciences field and find a cure for cancer, to an advanced manufacturing student to be able to do research and go into engineering or go into machining or some other field to be able to do something in the community. We've done a lot of newsletter and promotions of our program. We've done a great promotional piece with WDBJ7. We've had a great connection with a former graduate from Gretna High School who's come back and done a lot of pieces in the last few months in the county for WDBJ7, so we're very proud of that. We've been pushing very hard. Our recruitment process has been off to the races, and applications actually closed on March 1st, and we'll share some of that with you. We had PCTC tours. Our STEM Academy teachers actually came in and did a presentation for all rising ninth graders during that process and got a lot of great feedback. They also did a presentation at each of the 4 high schools for all 10th graders for potential open spots, as again we have to build out that pilot and process of how we're phasing in each of those programs. They also went back to each of the 4 middle schools and did another presentation to the 8th graders. Dr. Jones sent out school messenger announcements to all of these students that included an email with brochures with these presentations, applications, and link to our website with all of this information as well. Just to give you some updates on numbers, our capacity for 2023, 2024, our Advanced Manufacturing Academy capacity is 80, and all of this is actually due to some fire marshal constraints, and Health and Medical Sciences Academy is 80. We've got 21 returning students in our health, 26 in our Health and Medical Sciences, 21 in our Advanced Manufacturing Academy. So far, we've received 179 applications for rising ninth graders, 59 applications for 10th graders for our STEM Academy. And if I'll stop there because those are just some of the stats. Again, we've had some great success. I'll also give you a little bit of feedback, some of the feedback that we got from some of the reasons that we took students over to our Creighton Technical Center as we've built out these programs. And as a stepping stone of the reason we put the STEM Academy in place, as we built out these pathways from our GoTech model in the middle school, building out the STEM Academy, filling in that gap in that 9th and 10th grade, we're certainly starting to see those gaps being filled. We're starting to see the benefits of students applying very intentional programs at the Creighton Technical Center, of programs that they're very interested in, which is what we want. We want students who've had that exposure and have a true interest in programs because they're a better quality and they have a better fit for a program that they have a true interest in. And we're starting to see that. So we have a lot of students who are coming back and really saying that they want that. Students that are coming over and able to experience that hands-on experience in these labs are really getting some skills that they've done really well. Our teachers are seeing that firsthand and are really recruiting hard for these students as well. Any questions about STEM?
Any questions?
Okay. Dr. Jones, you want to add anything? Did I miss anything?
Well, I would like to thank you, Ms. Dalton, Ms. Powell, Ms. Craig, for your leadership, and also the STEM teachers. They have worked tremendously hard this winter and spring in preparation for next year, and they really launched an excellent program in the fall for that first cohort of students. and it was very successful. Great, just appreciate the hard work. This is new territory that they're kind of carving out, and they're doing an excellent job with it, and we're going to reap the benefits of this over the years.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So
And thank you
I
for
do-
your support.
I just want to say one thing. You know, we started STEM 7, 8, 9 years ago, whenever it was, and it was in the elementary and up through, and y'all did a great job, and it took off like a rocket ship, and then COVID hits, and all of that goes away, and, you know, then while that's going on, you kind of rethought it, and I know we had the gap of 9 and 10 without, you know, they went from the STEM and then nothing, and then CTE. So I think you're on the right track. I mean, I really think this is going to be good, but it's caused y'all a lot of extra work. But because
Yes.
you've really regrouped a couple of times, redoing how the STEM looks and what the use is of it. So, you know, I know you've rolled a lot of it back out into the schools for the kids, which exposed more of them, so that's good. So I know it's been a lot of work, but I do appreciate all y'all's hard work in the schools for doing it, because it is, the kids really do enjoy it. They really do.
They do, and that's what we do it for. When we see, again, the benefits and their success, that's what it's about. So thank y'all. And I'll share some career and technical education updates, and certainly when I do my annual report, there'll be more detail about both the STEM Academy and CTE updates, but just wanted to give you all some brief updates this evening. And certainly career and technical education, we've got a lot of great things happening in career and technical education. CTE month was celebrated last month. A lot of great things happened across the division in all of our schools. All of our programs celebrated. Our students, teachers recognized across the division, recognizing not just CTE teachers and students, but recognizing our division staff and students across and throughout the division. So I want to thank all of them for that. Just kind of go through some of the programs and some of the things they've been doing just briefly. Agriculture and FFA, certainly always at the forefront of really participating and being very active in their CTSO and really leading the way with FFA and being very active. Chatham High, Chatham Middle, Tunstall High, Tunstall Middle, and Gretna High continue to be very active, and I do want to really congratulate them on that. They participate in a lot of activities this year, competitions and events, and have represented our division very well. And just as Dr. Jones alluded to earlier, we have public speaking just today, and we've got some other events coming up. Also want to remind everybody we do have the 75th annual livestock show and sale coming up this April 27th through the 29th, so please mark your calendar. It's hard to believe we're 75 years in on that this year, but that is a big deal. We do have a lot of youth from elementary all the way through high school participating in that, so please come out and support those students, as well as a lot of other events on the horizon between now and then as well. Community service projects, like many of our students, that is big. All of our programs, all of our students give back to the community, and that's something that we are very proud of in career and technical education. We'll always be giving back to the community in any way possible. Business, our students, and I want to echo, I'm very proud of many of our, and certainly with all of COVID, you know, that kind of slowed down several of our programs, and I do want to congratulate Gretna High and Tunstall High. They got really back in the swing of things and trying to build FBLA back out and competed in the regional FBLA competitions and have actually advanced to the state competition this month, so we're wishing them the very best of luck. And they also have been very active in participating in some community service projects, so I want to congratulate them on that, and again, wish them the best of luck. Marketing, same thing. Students and teachers at Dam River High, Gretna High, and Tunstall High have participated in the district and state competitions and have done very well. And we've got some that have actually received invitations and hopefully will be advancing to the national competition as well, and also continue to do some community service projects. JRTC students continue to compete in multiple competitions throughout the year, and also community service projects and representing our Army JRTC programs. Professional development, we've got a lot of teachers working on not only conferences but training certifications throughout the year, workshops. We've had a lot of teachers who've had to be recertified, but who've also had to step outside their comfort zones and get certified and trained on some new things and new equipment and technologies and resources as advancements in career and technical education are really changing, and teachers have really stepped up to the plate to be up to par with those changes in technologies, and I'm very proud of them for that. As always, we've got a lot of regional initiatives, and we continue to partner with our economic development teams. A lot of tours continue to take place, so we continue to, on a weekly basis, host tours at our Career and Technical Center, also including Chatham Middle, our GoTech Lab, and we're also now including our STEM Academy in those tours as well. Our GoTech initiative is still moving forward in our middle school Career Connections programs, and we're doing some work on that, and we'll be providing some additional updates on that very soon. We're also working with our DMSCP grant, which is dealing with our 9th and 10th grade expansion to those programs, the Danville Regional Foundation. I'm working with Ms. Petty in the elementary STEM, and I know she'll be providing some updates on that. We've got some great things happening in STEM, and we're very excited about that. To truly see where we're actually closing this gap and having a true STEM pipeline to really see how we're really closing the gaps from K all the way through 12, and we're really proud of that. STEM Academy and PCTC and a lot of that Danville Regional Foundation supporting those grant initiatives that we've been working on. Work-based learning, that's an area that you've heard me talk about for quite some time, and we're really working hard with quite a few regional partners on some great initiatives, and I'll be talking about a lot of those very soon. We've had a lot of local industries that have been coming to the table wanting to partner with us and are partnering with us in the last couple of weeks. We've got some students that are out working in work-based learning internships now, and we're really excited about this and looking forward to some more partnerships with business and industries on these expansions and more to come on that. Industry certifications, we're continuing, of course, to meet those needs. And then dual enrollments, we continue to meet with Danville Community College to expand and continue to revise and revisit our dual enrollment opportunities. Pennsylvania Career and Technical Center, Skills USA was recently hosted our district competitions at PCTC, and I know Dr. Jones came by and got to see the chaos and I guess I will say organized chaos. We had a lot of students from across the district there that day. It was a great competition. We had a lot of former students who came back, a lot of alumni who came back and assisted with those competitions, which was very rewarding to see those students to come and give back to our center. We did have students, quite a few students in programs advance to the state competition next month, so they'll be heading out for that. We also had something that we're very proud of, our HOSA. I'm going into year 13, and our HOSA chapter, which is our nursing and now EMT, has never been very active on the competition side. They have been, and actually Mr. Reynolds took a group of couple students to the state competition this past weekend, and they finished in the top 10, so we're very proud of them. And then again, the work-based learning partnerships, business and industry partnership tours, internal and external. You know, we've done a lot with people coming in and touring our facilities, but we're doing a lot of external tours and going out and touring facilities and seeing what we need to do and seeing tours on the outside and seeing what we need to make sure we're preparing our students for. It's important for us on our side to see, for our teachers to see, so that we're able to prepare our students. We're also taking students out, which is also very beneficial to them. Business and industry collaboration. A lot of business and industry are at the table donating items, donating products, and also talking about funding and things of that nature, so we're very proud of that as well. As I said earlier, with the STEM Academy, WDBJ 7, they came out and did coverage on the new love sign that's going up in Gretna, which is a huge collaborative partnership with multiple programs, our welding program, HVAC program, industrial maintenance program, electricity program at PCTC, which if you haven't been by to see that project in our school, I strongly encourage you to do that before it gets even sent out. These students have worked very hard and are very proud of that. And then also they did a spot on Skills USA, We're doing a lot on advisory committee meetings and a lot centered around accreditation. As I've stated before, a lot of our programs at PCTC have to be accredited by national accrediting bodies, so a lot of our teachers are working through that accreditation process right now. And then we've got a lot of school division tours. Former Dr. Jones from Danville City brought Stafford County Schools in a few weeks ago, along with our former state CTE director from his division now, as well as a few others, and we've got a lot of other school divisions that are coming in. We've got a group from Arkansas that'll be coming in, bringing about 25 people very soon. So we've got a lot of school divisions that are coming in, seeing what our model is, and we continue to be very proud of that because we do lay what's in the forefront and what that model is across the country. We also continue to host national and international tours. Most recently, we had a group from the UK Parliament, which was a very interesting tour to host and to talk to those folks and see what we could provide and show them about what our students and teachers are doing. Just to give you a little bit of update about PCTC recruitment for 23-24, we have provided tours for all 8th graders and 10th graders. That has concluded. Ms. Dalton also went out and did presentations to all juniors to the high schools. Applications received to date, 467. She has accepted 358 students, and her capacity is 441. So just want to thank all of our teachers, our CTSO sponsors, just like all of them. You know, they're not compensated for that, but they do put a lot of long hours in working with these students, preparing them for these competitions and taking them on these long trips and working for them and working with them to prepare them for these trips. Any questions on those updates? And that's all I have.
Any questions? So before you go, I want to say one thing. A couple of weeks ago, we went to the Spring Southern VSBA regional meeting. And we went to a brand new school, and I will say it was a beautiful school, one of the prettiest schools I've seen in a long time. It was big and it was pretty. But their CTE, it's only one school, high school in this particular, and I'm not trying to take anything away from them, but their CTE program was actually in the high school, you know, in the building. And of course, it was new too. But the whole presentation that we listened to for 45 minutes maybe, whatever it was their CTE program. What did I tell you sitting there? They don't have a CTE program when you look at ours. I mean, and they were very proud of it. And I think they had done the best they could do, don't get me wrong. And the things they had done were good, but they were nowhere on the level of what y'all have done over there. It didn't even match up at all. It really did it, John? No. So, thank y'all for the good hard work you do. I know you keep improving, you keep getting better. Gosh, if we had a little money, what could we do, right?
We
Anybody
talk
else have
about that all
anything?
the time. So
Yeah.
if y'all find any extra money anywhere,
Yeah.
we'll take it.
Anybody else have anything? Thank you.
All right, thank
Appreciate
y'all.
it. All right, up next, there are 9 desk reports. Does anybody have any questions or concerns or comments on any of the 9 desk reports? If not, I'm going to move on to the superintendent's items.
Yes, sir. Mr. Dawson, members of the school board, would like first to at your place here, you'll see an invitation. That's to the broadband groundbreaking ceremony on Java Road. That's on March the 29th at 11 o'clock. If you can make it there, that invitation came from the county administrator. If you can make it, I think the county would appreciate that. Some good news about our schools. At those who went to the VSBA Regional Forum just a week or so ago, we took 3 pieces of art, and all 3 pieces of art received a first place or a second place ribbon out of the region, so that's outstanding, just to celebrate the good work that our art teachers are doing. Those will be recognized at next month's meeting, so we'll recognize those students next month. Also, several of you all were at the All-County Elementary course on March the 4th at Chatham High School. That was an outstanding event, standing room only. In fact, there were people standing all up around the back. So anyone would like to share anything about that who were there? I think several of you all were at that event, but it's just outstanding.
It's about 40, 50 people standing room only. I've never seen anything like that. and the music teacher even came up to Dr. Jones before we started. She said, "We've never performed in front of this many people before." But it was over 100 students. I've never seen that before. And I've been to many of them over the years, but it was very enjoyable, really good night. But you could tell that parents, grandparents, everybody wanted to get out to see the kids. It was good. It was at Chatham High School to see all the seats filled and then people standing and very patient. The dog almost bit him, but
Had a service animal beside us, and I think
I
it would
thought he
enjoy.
kicked the dog one time. The dog jumped up.
But also, our high school band's been a part of a pre-assessment. Did an outstanding job there, so if you were there, some of you all were at that pre-assessment, just the bands are doing outstanding work.
But I'm gonna expand on that too. If you were not there, they went to, I think it was 30-some bands at GW the last few days, last week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They performed. If you go Facebook to Star Tribune, they were there and they got some performances of each one of the 4 bands from the county. Very impressive, and I know that Chatham had a superior rating and the others got good ratings, but some of the best I've heard in all years. But take time to go to Star Tribune Facebook and scroll down, and you'll find Gretna, Tunstall, Dan River, and Chatham all of them performing over there the weekend.
Also, we recognized 2 of our staff members were recognized at the SVRTC Awards. Mr. Brandon Hopkins, who is ITRT at Twin Springs, and Mr. Henry Crenshaw, the Gretna area technician. So outstanding for those 2 individuals. We also have a school board representative, Grace Doss, who was recognized today with the DAR award. They recognized 2 of our students, Addison Hunsicker from Tunstall High School and also Grace from Dan River High School. So congratulations, Grace. Other items that I have, we have a high school girls basketball player, Alicia Farmer from Dan River High School, who scored over 1,000 points in her career. Tunstall High School and Gretna High School basketball teams participate in regional play. Gretna was beat by Radford at Radford, and Tunstall was beaten by Cave Springs at Tunstall High School, but both had outstanding seasons. Other items that I have, we've been talking about some divisions across the state are looking at inclement weather days and bank time and looking at providing a day or 2 off. I would like to ask the board, our staff has worked tremendously hard, but I would like to ask the board that we continue on with the instructional days as planned in the original calendar. I think that we've missed so much time for COVID. Our students need to be back in school. They need the consistency that our schools provide. They need the instruction that we provide for them, but also the social and emotional supports that our teachers, staff provide for them. I think they're in dire need of that right now. So I would just like to ask that we continue the course that's planned out in the calendar. The calendar also has a day this Friday that was in the original calendar that our staff are off, and then also spring break is in the week after Easter, so that's in the original calendar. And then once we come back, we're focused on instruction and getting ready for the SOL test. So again, I appreciate the great work of our staff. I think the need for our students to be in class just is overwhelming right now, and our kids, and we all need to get back to some routine. So I would like to ask that we would continue on as in the calendar. We did a few years ago, we did bank some time, 12 minutes a day. And if you look at the 990, in past years when we've had inclement weather, we've opted for a 990 clock hour calendar versus 180 days. We bank each year. This year we bank 180 hours. That's well over the 990, and that's done by the extra 12 minutes. But our staff still work a 7.5 hour day. We just added a few minutes within that 7.5 hours. So right now we operate on a 6-hour instructional hour day in our calendar. And I just believe that we need those 6 hours each day this year to help us catch our students up. Anyone else like to share anything regarding that? Okay. And then just a couple other items. I provided in your packets information regarding the middle school sports, but also our building committee has met. We've talked about our capital projects. Mr. Hudson and Mr. Scott have been instrumental in doing a lot of work getting ready for sales tax referendum, that money coming in. And so as we move towards that, we'll provide additional information to you. But a lot of good planning is underway at this time. Other items that I have, VSBA March Hot Topic Conference, March the 15th. VSBA April Hot Topic Conference is April the 13th. And I think that's all that I have this evening.
All right, thank you, Dr. Jones. There's no unfinished business. We'll move on to new business with approval of the draft 23-24 budget to the public hearing and submission to the Board of Supervisors. Mr. Burton, you over that committee?
Move we approve.
We have a motion and a second to approve the budget, 23-24 budget that y'all have put together. And again, Ms. Worley, thank you for all your hard work. I know it's been tough. Any comments or questions on it? Roll call, please.
Mr. Burton? Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. Henderson?
Aye.
Ms. Merrick? Mr. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Moon? Mr. Dawes?
Aye. Next up is to the out-of-district student tuition rate for 23-24.
We do need to set the date for the public hearing.
April 4th. You all have
It's already done it.
approved that on the budget committee, or the
Okay,
budget calendar.
I didn't say it, I want to make sure it is.
Yeah.
The public hearing would be April the 4th, for anybody that's interested.
That's prior to is it during the
It's
regular
during
meeting?
the regular meeting,
Okay.
so the regular meeting will start at 7, and we'll immediately follow the certification from closed session and related
Okay.
action.
Just
That's how
I
it's
want to make sure we
advertised.
didn't announce that if anybody listening.
And the meeting will be in the boardroom.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Burton. So that takes care of that. So out-of-district student tuition rate for 23-24. Dr. Jones, I believe that's to remain the same as what you proposed.
Yes, sir.
Move we approve.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. Henderson?
Aye.
Ms. Merrick? Mr. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Moon? Mr. Dawes?
Aye. Up next is the school board self-evaluation tool.
Make a motion, we approve it.
Second.
Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman, I really have a hard time with this. There are some things in the first page that we simply do because it's our duty to do, and we do that to perfection, I think. There's some of it that I don't feel like that we need to cross. We need to open a can of worms, especially on the personnel evaluation, so to speak. I'm totally against this. We do the best we can with what we've got, and I don't think we need to go down a road that might cause some criticism and some hard feelings amongst this board. So I am adamantly opposed to it.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Fitzgerald?
I was not hired into this position. I was elected. So I have a responsibility to my constituents, and I answer to them. It's their evaluation of me and my performance that matters. It's just like the rest of you. Now, they may see us at ball games, out in the community. They can call and talk to us on the phone. But as far as conducting business, all they see is an hour and a half once a month. We vote on very specific issues. There's a whole lot that they don't see of what we do. Now, no board is perfect. So there are issues that we have, and there are areas that we can make improvements. And I don't know of a better way for us to identify those areas that we need to improve other than taking an honest look at ourselves, as well as hearing input from the people we work close with, and just sitting down and having an open, honest discussion on things that we might need to improve on. And I have confidence that we as a board can do this without personal attacks, without being divisive. I think we can sit down and just discuss it to make sure we're doing the best job we can for the students and for our schools. Now, this will be my 4th year on the board. Now, I'm still learning all the time. Seems like the more I learn, the more I realize I don't know. I know Mr. Fitzgerald, he's still new. And I think going over this evaluation, we're reviewing what our responsibilities are, and this would be extremely beneficial for him to look and see what we're supposed to do, and he can ask questions, I can ask questions, to get a better understanding of what we're supposed to do as a board. And I know Ms. Hancock spent a lot of time on this, so thank you for that, Ms. Hancock. And I just don't really see the problem. It doesn't have to open up a can of worms. It doesn't have to cause hard feelings. I think it'd be a good thing to do to make sure we're doing the best job we can. I think we owe that to our constituents so they can see that we're taking this seriously and we want to do the best we can. So, I mean, I don't know of another way we could do that. That's just my opinion. And I'll shut up. That's all I'm saying.
Mr. Fisher?
Yeah, I would just like to say that there's quite a bit in that document that I have not had a chance to really look at. And I'm not sure where I stand on it. Been on the board for 1 year. Yes, 1 year. At this particular time, I would have to abstain from voting on it.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, we've got a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Mr. Burton? Mr. Fitzgerald?
Abstain.
Mr. Henderson?
No.
Ms. Merrick's? No. Mr. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Moon? Mr. Dawes?
No.
So the vote is 3 yes, 3 no, and 1 abstain.
Means it fails, right? If I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. I think it's something we need to have further discussion on, to be honest. I'm not ready to do it yet either. I'm not saying I don't want to do it, I'm just saying I'm not ready to do it right now. I think we need to have further discussion. I just don't feel comfortable tonight voting on it, okay? All right, up next is the summer school salary rates. We need to set those. I believe it was in your packet. To have a motion.
I make a motion, we accept it.
Second.
Any other discussion on summer school salary rates? Roll call, please.
Mr. Burton? Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. Henderson?
Aye.
Ms. Merrick's? Mr. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Moon? Mr. Dawes?
Aye. And amendments to the agreement for solar services from Sun Tribe. I don't know. Dr. Jones, you know, Ms. Scott?
Mr. Hudson.
Mr. Hudson? What do we need here? I'm apologize, but I didn't receive this. Okay. Okay, thank you.
So
So
moved.
You good with, okay, I got a motion. A second?
Second.
Any other discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Burton? Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. Henderson?
Aye.
Ms. Merrick's? Mr. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Moon? Mr. Dawes?
Aye. And final, the use of the ECC building. Mr. Burton?
Yeah, it turns out we have a joint use agreement with the Board of Supervisors that was signed in '21. I'll make a motion that we continue to follow that agreement.
Okay. That was during COVID, and I guess all of us had COVID fog, Mr. Burton, because I honestly did not remember it, but that's okay. We do have it. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. Henderson?
Aye.
Ms. Merrick's? Mr. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Moon? Mr. Dawes?
Aye. That's all I have. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move with adjourn.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Burton?
Aye.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
Aye.
Mr. Henderson?
Aye.
Ms. Merrick's? Mr. Mills?
Yes.
Mr. Moon? Mr. Dawes?
Aye.